Welcome to VDG Sports. I am your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. Yeah, you definitely know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know it's about to go down. Regs, that is. Noobs, I'm just going to say it one time. And don't you forget, I got my serious spectacles on because it is time to get serious. It is time to get super duper serious. And this is a Secret Squirrel meeting that I'm calling for the NHL. Apparently, you are making some people mad. Who are those people? I don't know. Keyboard warriors? Possibly. Bots? Maybe. But as I look at it, the game is growing. As I see it, you are bringing in peeps. You're bringing in folks who normally wouldn't give the shot. Normally wouldn't give the sport a shot, I should say. Normally would not stick around. But they're sticking around. They're enjoying what they're seeing. There's growth. There's new barns gonna be built off the back of a bad franchise. But hey, to each his own. To each his own. However, I still like to see sweaters, new ones, annually, every single year. That can push you over the top. That can take you from niche to minor. Take you from niche to something to be actually paid attention to at a level of, you know what's going on? You betcha. Did you see that game last night? Yeah, I did. But there's some unwritten rule. There's an unwritten rule that I don't know if you should tamper with. And it's not me and my feelings. It's not how I feel about the situation. But it's just me looking at the game as a whole and for the players themselves. If they would like to see this rule gone, if they would like to see this gone Betty bye-bye, okay, fine. But I'm not gonna scream and yell from the outside looking in and say that needs to go, even though I know the long-term effects and the long-term badness that comes from fighting. I know what the studies show. I know what the studies suggest. But getting rid of fighting from NHL hockey, what would that solve? You already put people in timeout. You already tell them to go and sit and think about the actions, what they done. Keep your hands, feet, and other objects to yourself, especially them haymakers, especially them one-hitter quitters, especially when you're skull dragging somebody. You can only do it on the outside. And when I mean the outside of the game, of the barn. But if you do it there, just warning, you might get some charges put up against you because it's not something that you can legally do unless you are a boxer, unless you're a mixed martial arts fighter, unless you're some kind of fighter in general, unless your partner tell you to give you a haymaker because you messed up and this is the only retribution that you can get because your money's gone, your money's lost. He lost your money. Beware with that. And this is another thing that makes the game a little bit interesting for those who don't really know the ins and out of the sport. You can do things in the game of hockey, of NHL, that you can't do in the real world because you will be behind bars for assault, criminal assault, maybe a little battery, maybe assault with a deadly weapon, and all of that. So getting rid of fighting in general, it might in the long term be a great idea. In the short term, I can't say that it is. I don't have the data in front of me. I don't have the studies in front of me. I don't know how the players feel about it. All I know is that It's already some people mad at you. It's already some people saying they ain't never watching again, but the numbers show that they still watching, they still care. Don't give them a reason, or give them a reason and get a new fan base, because obviously they haven't been good to great fans to begin with. Have they? Have they?